First off, over the next few weeks, fans of Michigan's craft beer scene will be treated not to one, but two new brews from a state staple. As News8's David Horak explains, these releases are actually part of an ongoing hobby.
From their classics Two Hearted Ale and Oberon to their newer, easy drinking blonde. Cheers! Bell's has no shortage of flavors for the masses into the craft beer scene.
We continue to look for other opportunities, other varieties, other beers, and drive on things.
One venture they're kicking into a higher gear is their Sideyard series, featuring concoctions brewed with hops literally grown in the side yard of their Comstock Township facility. Its flagship beer, the fresh-hopped New England IPA, is returning for a fourth year with a couple of newcomers. Two new beers brewed from and named after two different types of hops, Sideyard Triumph and Sideyard Crystal. All picked, processed, and brewed at different times of the seasonal harvest.
When the harvest comes around, you have a very short window to grab hops and coax unique, delicate flavors out of the hops that they change and are different after hop processing.
Brewing Innovation Manager Andy Farrell explains this is not about cost efficiency or creating a self-sustaining supply of hops.
Hey. We would have missed the window in large part.
He tells us it is simply a passion project for the entire staff that further explores the ingredient's complex growth cycle.
The center strig, as it's known, like, is it tearing through the middle?
You really need to brew the beers almost in like a succession or a particular order to highlight a different variety.
Over time, as that hop matures, it's going to, the content of the oils are going to change.
John Mallett, the brewery's vice president of operations, explains that timing is literally everything, since this series lineup uses at least 3 different types of hops, which leads to different flavor profiles.
So there is this absolute curve of aroma that gets developed over time in the hop. The key for us is, when in that cycle do we want to pick it?
In case in point, the announcement was originally scheduled for the first week of September, but it was delayed a couple of weeks by staff because they say that the hops for these particular beers were not ripe yet. So it goes to show how delicate the time window is for these guys to be picked and processed for the perfect pour. In Comstock Township, David Horak, News 8.